talking about noise was a big one. It's got to be loud. With all these freighters going back and forth. These poor whales are probably have really sensitive ears who've evolved over millions of years so they could hear far reaches of the ocean, now cluttered with ships. And probably, if anything, COVID was probably a relief for nature.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because now people are going back on cruises and all of that. And these ships that crisscross the ocean, scientists have mapped the routes of cruise ships, say, over a period of months. And they've also mapped whales based on trackers that they've placed on them. And what they see is that every time a whale comes near somewhere that a ship has been, like the line that the ship has drawn across the ocean, it turns around. There's another ship, it turns around. Another ship, it turns around. These whales typically, travel incredible distances between feeding grounds and breeding grounds, between Antarctica and the tropics. They can't if they're constantly afraid of this noise that's just overwhelming their very sensitive, ears, and getting in the way of these migratory behaviors. It's quite daunting to think how they're being affected by it. And on top of that, you have something called, I believe, echo. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. But when they're looking for where there are deposits of oil under the seabed, they send along these ships and they send a sonar down. But it's this incredibly loud pulse, almost like a giant gunshot firing, so that it can bounce off the seabed and they can get a reading on, say, the density under the seabed and tell if there's oil there. Same thing affects the whales incredibly. And people are still going ahead and doing that. So that's also quite worrying.
Man, I wasn't prepared to be this depressed.